right, now I'm hitting record.
Awesome.
No more tech problems. No more
Good.
tech shit. No more tech.
Ooh.
Uh, Brandon.
Huh.
Happy New Year, I guess. Although it, it
I
seems.
want to know. I want to know which one of you motherfuckers forgot to shout Jumanji at midnight because the game didn't end and I'm coming after somebody.
Yeah. Oh God, why is there that digital distortion thing going on? Do you hear that clicking?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Are we re-recording? Or are we going to power through?
Let's see. I don't know.
Technical difficulties.
I'm just gonna give up. I'm just gonna give up forever and never do this ever again. All right. If I hold it, maybe
can you tape it?
Maybe I can ground it. We'll see.
Really comfortable.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. There is something in this room. It's either the lights or the other lights, or I don't know. There's some signal. I have tried to fucking deal with this signal. There's a shield. I'm using a shielded cable here. I'm using a shielded cable here. I've got like, this is a fucking, it's a new microphone, new mic stand. Like,
see, the thing is you've tried to talk me into new tech constantly, and you're like, oh, dude, you should get this.
No, don't get anything.
You're constantly fighting with it.
Yeah.
And while this isn't amazing, it's fucking consistent.
Yeah,
one wire.
Don't get anything.
One wire.
Don't fucking listen to me, because there is something in this room that there's like a digital distortion, and I can't fucking find it because I am not an audio engineer. I'm a cartoonist. I can run cables. I can run a session. I know how to do mic placement. I can tune a fucking drum, but I cannot find where this fucking signal is that gives me that. I've tried two interfaces. I've tried the fucking. Let me pull this bullshit out. I've tried the Zoom. The Zoom.
To the fucking Do-It-Cast Tech Corner, where we discuss all of the things that Jamie Noguchi has purchased for the podcast for your podcasting pleasure. And all of his frustrations.
Yeah. So I actually got this because it's a field recorder. So if I ever do remote shoots again, I'll have a remote recorder so I can run.
If we're ever
stuff.
able to sit and watch Kamen Rider again together in the same room.
I don't know. I'm
looking at you, 2023.
I saw one estimate. It was like, it'll take 10 years for at the pace we're going. And I was like, I'm going to
bullshit. That's fucking not true. No, don't trust some jackass on the internet to do fucking math, for one. And two, at worst, what this is the beginning of I Am Legend, because that movie started off with a failed vaccination.
So the H6, the Zoom H6, so I can go remote. Like if we ever do a movie thing again, Keith will have one, I'll have one. We can do remotes from like a place.
Nice.
And then I got this Motu M2 bullshit for recording at home. And now you hear this stupid signal again. Jesus Christ. This is gonna piss me the fuck off. Hold on. Fuck this. We're gonna switch out mics live on the pod. We're doing this shit live. Fuck this.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Vamp, if you will.
Am I doing an intro? Is that what you want me to do?
Just do the fucking intro, I guess.
Cool. Leave your headphones in because I want your reaction for this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to what are normally the calming shores of the fucking Do-It Cast. But kids, I do warn you, Like Jim Cantori of the Weather Channel, storms a coming. We are part of the Hard Knock Media Podcasting Network, and normally I would embrace loving teat like a child newborn clasped to his mother. But nay, I find myself here in 2021. My car is totaled as of tonight. I had McNuggets for dinner, and I'm halfway through this delicious glass of what is definitely apple juice. So we're going to try and get through the other half of that glass tonight while Jamie sets up a new microphone. But boy, howdy, are you all in for something, because I am fired up. Oh, boy, am I fired up. Jamie's still fighting with cables, still embracing himself. Nope, still not working. Tap all you want. You got to change the...
Hello.
There he is.
All right, hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the podcast studios in beautiful downtown Rockville, Maryland, my co-host with the mo-host. You know him. You love him. He is the better half of the fucking Do-It-Cast. Ladies and gentlemen, hold out your arms as if you were embracing a faith healer.
Check.
He is Jamie, Angry Zen Master Noguchi.
What up, y'all? I'm gonna find this signal someday and fucking murder it, because there is something going on with this room. I'm pushing this microphone out of the way.
So did you just grab a microphone that just has a USB in and just plug it right in?
I did.
Cool. Do me a favor. Get up on that bad boy a little bit. We got a little bit of ambient noise going on.
I gotta make sure that it's actually using the right microphone. Oh, it is using the right microphone. Okay,
I was to say, it sounds.
I'm gonna talk like this.
Ooh, a little too hot. Too hot. Just come off. Just.
Hold on. Is that better?
Yeah.
Is it all right? We're going handheld.
Give me a little bit of dulcet tones. Can I get a little?
We're going handheld because this stand is not tall enough.
That's okay. Here's what I know, Jamie. Basement's flooded. That's what's going on right now.
Hello.
Tell him, Jamie. It is, you learned from the school of Meghan Trainor. It is all about the bass. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Put it on him.
So Brandon, how the fuck did you get? How the fuck is your car wrecked?
How is my car wrecked? Well,
yeah,
Jamie.
What happened?
See,
what happened?
I, like a lot of other people right now, even during our pandemic, need to go into an office. I am an essential worker. It is part of my job responsibilities. So, as a way to make sure that I am driving from Parkville down to Beltsville every day, give or take an hour depending on traffic, I have been carpooling with someone else who I work with, mask on the whole time, just making sure that we're okay, but trying to save on gas, try and save on the environment, try and split the drive. They drive in the morning, I drive in the afternoon. So the person that I work with lives about 1.5 miles from me. So not a terribly far drive, but frankly, we meet up at 5:20 in the morning. I'm not walking that first thing in the morning. So yeah, so I get up at dark 30. You boys up at 4:30 every morning, right?
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. It's a time reserved for people who want to save money on airfare and assholes who want to sit in duck blinds. That's it. Everyone else should be fucking asleep.
Yeah.
But I'm awake. And I drive over there and there's street parking. Now, I have spent many years parking in front of this person's house. Hell, right after college, I lived with this person for like 1.5 years, and I parked my car on the street. No problem. In the 15 years that this gentleman has lived there, he had only lost one mirror. But in the last 3 months, we have had 2 cars hit, plowed, and hopefully not totaled. The first one was a nice Toyota truck, so I assume it'll hold its value. But my Focus, I'm pretty sure, is fucked.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So just sitting parked on the street. Now, mind you, Jamie, I have a concern about this. So I tuck my mirror in every morning at dark 30. And I make sure that their neighbor, where I park directly in front of, they used to have a driveway. It's grown over in grass. So there's a dip in the curve. Your boy make sure that he gets his car in that curve, just so this way he's not directly sitting in the street. And still, I got fucking rear-ended to the point where it spun my car sideways and ran into another car.
Jesus fuck, dude. Good Lord.
And the description that this gentleman gave me as to what happened was, oh, well, you know, I was coming down the street and a car was coming the other way and I tried to shoot the gap and I missed. And Jamie, I had to do
the gap.
Shoot the gap I get. Like, you're taking a look at it. You got the car coming the other way. You've got, 3-4 cars worth of space. You want to dip in, go around, let them pass and come out the other side. No problem. But you got to be confident about that. Like, it ain't hard. I don't have the biggest car. I got to focus, man. Like, it ain't that big. So, yeah. So he tagged the back of my car. And I'm relatively sure. How you doing over there? You all right with that mic stand? Working it out? All right. So I am relatively sure that that's done. And it like, I was already kind of crispy because, I come off a holiday, took off some days in between Christmas and New Year's, was lucky enough to be able to get some vacation time, was genuinely happy about it. How you doing over there? You all right? We're test it out?
I think so. I think this will maybe kind of work.
Okay, that's fine. That's all good. So I am, like a lot of people coming off of the holiday, a little crispy about getting back into the drive, but I'm trying to make the best of it. We got a heavy workload, so I'm trying to hustle through. I'm at my computer all day. I'm hustling. I'm doing the thing. So when I get halfway home on 295 in rather slow traffic, what I don't want is a phone call that says, oh, hey, by the way, your car got hit.
God damn it.
Jamie Gucci, in the last 12 months, I had switched jobs, bailed from an awful job situation where I learned that the former employer was like $30,000 to $60,000 in debt, and the company only had like 4 people, so it was fucking done. Got Jesus. A new job with what I thought was going to be my forever career. Got laid off 2 weeks after that. Sat home in the pandemic because I thought I was doing the right thing while the company decided whether or not they were going to bring me back. Then waited 10 weeks to actually get paid any sort of unemployment because of the delay for everything. Had to empty my 401k to stay afloat and keep my house up. Switch careers completely. Start a ridiculous commute. Still deal with the pandemic. Spend daily time with people who don't believe that the thing's real and may or may not believe that vaccinations are a good idea. So that's a whole fucking thing. And then decide after the new year that, you know what? Things are turning around. We got the vaccination coming. I just need to hunker down. I gotta hunker. And then today, Jamie, I had a nightmare last night because a lot of people have heard my drama about my family. And today is my father's birthday, which means one of two things are going to happen. Everything will be totally quiet, or I'm going to get buzzed with why didn't you call me on my birthday, and the drama will start. Now, mind you, there is a 4-day window for this drama. So I still may, while I wait to find out whether or not they total my car. By the way, learned that Allstate, if you actually get hit by somebody who has Allstate and you're in Maryland, they won't cover your rental car. They'll only reimburse you. So I have to go out of pocket, and they won't tell me how much I can actually spend on a rental car. So I may be fucked. I have no idea. Got to deal with that tomorrow. Mind you, wasn't in the car. Wasn't even in the fucking county where my car was.
Jesus fuck, Brandon.
But Jamie, we still may have some fun. We there still may be fun afoot. I might be dealing with an insurance company and finding out my car is totaled and have to go shop for a new car. By the way, have I mentioned that the used car market is more inflated than it's been in like the last 12 years? Yeah, right. Because everyone got out of work and they had to get out of their vehicles and get into something used. So the market went fucking bananas.
Jesus.
So I'm probably going to be upside down on my car too while I'm at it.
God damn it.
Oh, the fun just keeps happening. So also, fuck Mitch McConnell and where is my motherfucking movie check? Where is my movie check?
Better have my money.
Mitch better have my money, motherfucker.
I don't understand. I don't understand that move. Like last all this time, I was like, just give us the money, because then like the two Georgia fuckers could say, we voted this. Look at, we gave you the money. Why would you change boat midstream? And instead, Mitch handed the Dems a perfect talking point. Like, these motherfuckers, you're not getting $2,000 Georgia because of these motherfuckers. Vote them out. Like, Mitch must know something that the rest of us don't, because whatever he's doing is working. Like, that motherfucker, that he is like Palpatine.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what it is? You've decided to pick a letter or a party, or more importantly, tribalism over logic and reason, even in your own betterment.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess like, I feel like if he put the checks up and it was like, fine, get your $2,000, they would have the Senate and then we would be fucked. Now it's a toss up.
No, I think Georgia is going to happen the way Georgia is going to happen, regardless of Mitch. I think anybody who was going to vote that direction already thinks Mitch McConnell's a piece of shit. And if this is the thing that slid you over, I'd like to have a really long conversation about where the fuck you have been for the last, I don't know, let's say 6 years.
Yeah.
And do you own a television? And is that television connected to anything?
Yeah.
Because if you just have a DVD player and the best of Magnum PI on digital video disc, I am absolutely understanding if you're like, hey, honey, why don't we hook up that antenna and find out what's going on? Holy shit, that is terrible. We should really not vote for this man. They are awful. Awful. Now that I've decided this, let's click over the input here, because I am getting lost in Tom Selleck's mustache. That's right. Got Robin 1 plates on the back of the Chevy Cavalier. That's right. Tribute piece.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know, man. I have not been feeling good about anything lately. Like 2020, everyone was like, 2020 is over. 2021 is going to be great.
That's not how world works. That's not how the world works.
Yeah. The year is a made up thing. The year is a made up thing. The numbers don't mean shit. It's going to be awful.
Mean nothing.
Yeah.
I fucking cannot. And I understand. I'm probably coming on real hot right now, given what's happened in the last, 4 hours of my world.
I feel like it's earned, Brandon. I feel like it's earned, Brandon.
Every one of you meme sharing, stupid ass clickbaiting motherfuckers with your fucking new year, new me bullshit. Like, fuck you. You are not going to get thinner. I'm telling you right now. Hear this from a fat guy. You're fucked and you're going to gain 10 in February.
Yeah.
Your motivation is nothing.
Yeah.
I don't believe 50, in you.
000. Yeah.
You want to dig in? Dig in June, when you've already decided you're fat for the summer and you're making real fucking changes. That's the motherfuckers I respect.
Yeah.
Anybody who starts in January, you are lying to yourself.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Maintain for the cold weather. You're going to need those layers, because when that $600 that Mitch McConnell decides is enough to fucking pay your rent in perpetuity, apparently, you're gonna need layers, because they're gonna shut your heat off. So fucking pile in the McDoubles now, son, because you're gonna need them LBs. You're gonna need them.
You know what their excuse was when we got the 1,200 and that was it. They said that, like, we want to see how this goes. Like, we'll give you the 1,200 early on. We'll see how it goes. 8 months later, they're like, oh, well, clearly the 1,200 wasn't enough. Here's another 6 on that. Do y'all know math?
No. These are people who don't give a shit about you, Jamie. They want you to stay poor. So this way they stay rich. And that's how this works.
And the thing that boggles my mind is they will suffer no consequences for any of this stuff. They're not going to suffer any consequences for lying about the vote. They're not going to suffer any consequences for like objecting to it. We record this on Tuesday, so things may have changed by the time this goes up. Things may have changed by the time this goes up, but like, you know, none of this matters. And I've been like the tape of Trump trying to do another impeachment thing, like impeachable offense times a bajillion, trying to say, oh, I just need you to find 11,000 more votes. Like that doesn't matter. None of this matters. And it's really starting to grind my gears. It's starting to be like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
can I make a suggestion for everybody who's pinching pennies right now and recycling for money? Save some of those bottles. When that $600 comes in, make sure to save about $30 of it. Go get yourself a couple gallons of gas and find some old t-shirts. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do.
Yeah.
God.
It's bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Like, and people were trying to be put a positive spin on the election results. Like, yay, he's out. Like, hold up. We got at least 2 more months with this motherfucker. He's still here. And like, it's not like these crazy people that are already in there aren't gone. Like, they're still there. They're still there. The crazy's still there.
Right. We still got plenty of time for some dumb shit to happen. Like, make no mistake, there's still going to be the day where he decides not to leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what happens when everybody's out on the National Mall, masks on, you know, singing, you know, na 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 na, hey, hey, hey.
Good.
And doing some real white shit. Like some real white shit. Like like dipping Wondered Bread in milk white shit. Like And meanwhile, the rest of it, because like the election got decided and all I did was put on my boots because I know things are gonna get worse before they get better. Like I've been through hurricanes. I understand what the eye looks like. You gotta weather the other half of this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. It feels bad. Like, it feels real bad.
We are, as a country, Lieutenant Dan on the fucking top of the mast, quite literally cut off at the knees, dirtier and hairier than we ever should be, for some reason still waving an American flag, just weathering the fucking storm.
Yeah, we're idiots. Brandon. Fuck it. I had an idea. I had a plan.
Okay.
Whatever. Who gives a shit? We did the intro. We did the tech talk.
What? Out of curiosity, what was the plan?
I was interested in talking about the Wonder Woman movie, not the content of the Wonder Woman movie, but like what it means, because HBO or Warner Brothers greenlit a third one, and they announced like this year they're releasing like they want to release 2 movies a year. They want to like beef up all this stuff on HBO Max. And I was like, I was kind of interested in talking about like what this means for the movie industry. I don't give a shit.
Means absolutely nothing. Movies are going to continue to get made because people need to make money, and they'll figure out how to make money. If they can make less money, they'll just continue to make movies because they need to make money because everybody needs to be fucking paid.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it. People are still going to make things. Properties are still going to get sold, and we'll have to try and figure out what's the right idea. Do we watch a movie that is subpar because it has a strong female lead in it to try and encourage the studios to continue to make movies with strong female leads? Or do we trust that just DC, who managed to make the plot point of a big mashup superhero movie, our mothers are named Martha. Right. That maybe we shouldn't trust these fucks with the keys of the car. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I was looking forward to the Wonder Woman movie because I was like, yay, something fun. And then we saw the Wonder Woman movie and we're like, well, at least people looked like they were having fun during
it was pretty. It was pretty.
And I didn't like it. I don't
fun?
if I I don't care if other people liked it. I hope.
I was gonna say I fell asleep for the last, I'd say, 20 minutes, and then woke up like right at the end when right as things were kind of ending up, and I was like, I looked over and I was like, how was it? And my other half was like, all right. And like, because neither of us really gave it any serious thought, because we were already like knee deep in Chinese food, because tradition dictates that Christmas is about hanging out with people very briefly. Like we did the made things.
Yeah.
Literally, I made biscuits and gravy, sausage gravy and biscuits from scratch, everything, took it over to a friend's place, got a chance to see you for a hot second for the cheesecake. By the way, delicious and thank you.
That shit was good, right?
Yeah, it was super good. And then basically ate a ton of Chinese food and drank bourbon, because I like a good Jewish Christmas. Movies and Chinese food are where it's at.
Yeah. And I guess my thought was, I want this movie to do well, regardless of whether or not I like it, because I want them to make another one.
Right.
Like clearly, like Kristen, I honestly think the movie should have been Kristen Wiig, Gal Gadot and Kristen Wiig. That was the movie. That's the movie right there. Like the conflict between the two and like all that kind of stuff. That's a whole movie. You don't, Max Lord, you don't need extra shit. The two of them, that's a movie. That's a movie. Or him. One or the other. Choose one.
Here's the problem is Cheetah's a weak ass villain.
Yeah, but they could have done something awesome. Guardians of the Galaxy is a weak ass franchise, but they did amazing shit with them. So like,
because you get a lot of fodder. Like Gal Gadot is great, don't get me wrong, but she needs somebody to play off of to be able to be the funny person. If we just had a Star-Lord movie, it'd be all right, but eventually we'd be like, who the fuck is he hanging out with? If it was just him being sad about losing Gamora, that'd be a fucking bad movie.
That would be kind of a bad movie.
Oh man, Chris is real fucking sad. And boy, howdy, do I not like watching movies about sad guys named Chris. Like,
but I don't know. I think if there's a way to do it. I didn't think they pulled it off, but I still wanted it to be successful. I think it could have been $1 billion franchise movie if it was in theaters. Just because people were excited about it, and like
I can get behind that. I do genuinely believe that DC has a ton of fucking villains, and you could have very easily have picked a better one. Like if you were going to do this and you were going to really build something up, then we need to create some sort of real precedence where, why not add a second member of the Legion of Doom? Why not make Luthor the one who creates Cheetah to then go and do the whole thing? Like, why not build up a real franchise where you're looking for this sort of thing? Where is Black Manta? Where's the rest of the you have the Legion of Doom. Like, you've got it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah,
Why waste it on this weird throwaway version of like
or go super cheesy? Because like I was hoping that the movie was gonna be like the mall scene, because the mall scene was super cheesy.
The mall scene was great, but I genuinely think the problem with that is that Batman and Robin got panned hard, and you can't go Schumacher level fun. Because everybody's going to be, because you can't go from Burton to Schumacher, and you can't go from like Zack Snyder to fun. Like if you went from Zack Snyder to Taika Waititi, people would be like, fuck, my neck hurts. Was that Whiplash? What the fuck happened?
Well, I thought you need
a Favreau in between is what you need. You need a stopgap.
Well, I thought Birds of Prey was a good fun, goofy one.
Right. But then why not add that into the universe? Why do we need to do this fade back shit?
I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing.
And honestly, right. Like because honestly, right out the gate, I'm gonna tell you, if Wonder Woman is pining after anybody, it's Han. Right out of the gate.
Yes, it has to be Han.
Fucking rule.
It's Han.
Right out the gate. That's a fucking rule.
You get him in there somehow.
You had the shithead Asian guy with the fucking pop collar. You couldn't have fucking cast him just as a throwaway nod, just to have him
get Han in there.
Just to have him walk past eating a bag of Doritos. Diana.
Hey, Diana.
Good. Right. And just continue on.
Walking
like,
off.
Right. It just walks away. You'd be like, fucking Han.
Do.
Right. Exactly. Like, oh.
See.
Because you could have had him like, you could have had a fun little thing where it's like, bring your kid to work day or whatever it is. You're like, oh, him? That's my nephew. And he's got like one of those little kid xylophones and he's going ding, 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 ding.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Everybody's fucking afraid of having fun for some fucking reason.
That would have been so
we gotta
great.
fucking install not Captain America, where, hey, look, it's a guy named Chris who happens to be just this great American super spy who rides a motorcycle through some sort of Eastern European country and then ends a movie by burying a fucking plane of doom. Original stories. Like,
oh shit. They should have just cast they should have just cast I'm losing my Chris's. Chris Evans. I should have just put Chris Evans in.
Because here's the thing, though. Because I feel bad because I like Chris. Like, I like Chris.
He was
great.
Him. Yeah,
I like him. Like, I have nothing against him as an actor. I think he was perfectly great in the first one.
Yeah.
Because it made sense.
Yeah.
There was continuity. We had a backstory.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing, like, I'm not a big fan of the big fight scene at the end and everything else like that. I thought that was a little too like, boy, that fucking escalated quickly. Yeah. But whatever. It's a superhero movie. If that's my fucking complaint, fine. The fuck was this shit?
He was Diana's conscious and he quantum leaped her.
No, he quantum leaped somebody else.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you're gonna do that again, can we not have a little fun and cast the guy who gets quantum leaped as Scott Bakula? Is that guy not answering his fucking phone?
Yeah.
Because if Diana doesn't see this guy anyway,
I think,
what's it matter? Let's have a little fun.
I think that was my problem. I think this movie it was devoid of fun. Like there is some fun in it, but it was
fun, but not in a real great way. It was fun in the campy way of like the mall scene, like you said.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, cool. All right, I get this. Like, we're in an era where strong female leads aren't really there, and meanwhile she is very much inspiring people on a very personal level. I'm like, all right, cool, I get behind this, and I can understand the nod of like, hey, this isn't socially common during that time. This all makes sense. That's totally fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested in what the numbers are, but I don't know if I don't know if that matters. Like, how do you fucking measure that shit?
I don't care, because here's the problem. The studios are going to fight over rights and the numbers won't matter.
Right.
Because they're going to consider this an outlier regardless.
Yeah.
Because this is an outlier because here's the reality. The numbers that you really want to pay attention to are when Kevin James has another comedy and that gets released directly on HBO. What are the numbers for that? Because that's a viable business model. Because here's the reality. We're all going to watch Wonder Woman. We're all going to watch Black Widow and anything with a Marvel or DC logo on it.
For sure.
You can pin the 18 to 35 bearded shithead demo that I am no longer part of. Thank God for that. And like, they're going to go watch them. They're going to watch the movie.
Yeah.
They're going to watch the movie. We're all morbidly curious. But like, what was the fuck that Vin Diesel Bloodshot movie or whatever the fuck it was?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so did everybody the fuck else. That's a real barometer about how these movies will do.
Yeah.
Like, some movies will absolutely be able to stand this test of time, but like, I'm frankly hoping that this resets how the movie going experience happens.
Mm-hmm.
Because movies are too fucking expensive to go see.
Yeah, and we've talked about this before. Like, you don't give a shit about going to the theater. Like,
well, no, it's I don't give a shit because it's no longer fun, and more importantly, it's cost prohibitive.
Yeah,
it's one of those, like, I could decide to do something really nice for myself, or I could go to the movies.
right,
Like,
right.
it's one or the other.
Yeah, yeah.
And the only prohibitive factor of me going to the movies instead is that I don't want it ruined by the fucking people who I follow on social media. So you force me to do one of two things: spend money on shit I don't want to spend, or not give a fuck about finding out about things beforehand, which is why the second anything pops up that's a spoiler, I immediately read it, because I am personally decided, fuck you. No, you're not getting my money. I'll wait you the fuck out. I'll wait you out. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. I
other than Star Wars, that's really it.
Yeah. And I mean, I like going to the theater because I like eating the shitty popcorn, and I like seeing things on a big screen, and I like getting sucked into it, even if it's a shit movie. But that's
you say that, but what if the tickets were the same price, but you could really genuinely bring in outside food?
That would be awesome.
What if you didn't have to pay for a $9 hot dog, or fucking like $12 popcorn and a $14 soda?
Like, I would go and get the biggest bowl of like spicy pork belly. Like, I would go to Iron Age, and we would stay there for like a year, and then I would get a takeaway tray, and they would say, "Sir, you can't take that away." I'm like, "Motherfucker, yes I can." and I would take that with me, and I would sit in the theater, and I would watch like the sequel to The Tooth Fairy, and and like eat my spicy pork.
Here's what I'm saying. What happens if you could go to Taco Bell and then go see Dune in the theater?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I remember back in the day, you used to be able to bring fucking Taco Bell into the movie theater in White Marsh. And I remember sitting down for like midnight movie screenings with just like, you have never seen anyone more jealous of another human than the dude who sat next to me seeing some random ass movie. I swear it was like Spider-Man 2 maybe, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had a Mexican pizza and the rest of that meal. And I literally befriended a gentleman for the evening because I looked at him and I was like, "Would you like some cinnamon twists?" And the guy was like, "Hell yeah."
See, I would love that, because they've been trying to
movie theater experience is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, they've been trying to make it like a boutique thing with like the cushy chairs and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, my favorite movie experience is going to a shit theater in PG County near College Park, yelling at the top of my lungs at the fucking screen when people are doing dumb shit, and like throwing popcorn at the screen because no one gives a fuck. And that's a $5 movie ticket. That's a $5 ticket.
Let me ask you a question. Would you be willing to pay $20 a seat for the reclining chairs if you could bring in whatever food or booze you'd like?
I think I would. I
100% would.
Yeah.
Because if I could genuinely bring in my own alcohol and my own food, like if I could sit there and eat barbecue and crack a beer and watch if I could enjoy myself some Mission Barbecue and a few beers while I watch the new Fast and Furious movie.
Oh, yes.
I would gladly pay for myself and two other people sitting there, no problem. Because I'd rather give a real restaurant my money to actually have good food.
Yeah.
Because that's the other problem. They suck at making food.
Yeah.
Like, and I went to the premier ass fucking Disney fucking ridiculous ass Mecca motherfucking movie theater down on Disney Walk or whatever the fuck it was, and saw Finding Dory, and like did it on my honeymoon, and I spared no expense, paid for the top level tickets, got the food, had the literally seat side service where I had my own personal fucking waiter taking orders for us, and you had the ability to place an order over your phone and like be able to manage it. And they had like a little like alcove thing where you could like look at your phone and scroll through without bothering any of the other guests.
Oh, nice.
Order online, and then they bring everything right to you, and they check on you like halfway through the movie, make sure you needed anything. I paid top dollar for that, and the food was mediocre and the drinks were watered down. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
And if I can't have a good movie experience spending $130 going to see Finding Dory between tickets and fucking drinks and food, what the fuck?
Oh god damn, that's a
this was one of those things where at the time my ex and I were like, what do we want to do? She was like, I'd really love to see Finding Dory. It comes out when we're down there. I'd love to go see it at the Disney theater and do the whole 9 and everything else like that. I was like, done.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Don't
you do
care.
You do it.
100%. Let's go to the thing. She was like, we can get food there. And I was like, done.
Let's do it.
Drinks there. I was like, done. No problem. And I was like, we can take a Lyft or an Uber or whatever it was at the time. So we can just get drunk. No problem. We got this. So like we prepped because by the way, I'm not including the cost of getting from our hotel to there. So I blew probably an additional fucking $60 in Lyft rides too.
Man, Jesus Christ.
And I had a mediocre time. And all I'm doing is going, why the fuck am I doing this anymore?
Yeah. You need to go in the late shift where they don't care. And so they put a little extra in the drinks. Be like, fuck it. Fuck it.
No, because this is the problem. They're all fucking regulated. They weigh the goddamn glasses.
Oh, god damn it.
Like, we're not talking about going to an Alamo or something like that where like, okay, no problem. I can get some craft beers or whatever it is. And I can pay a little more and yada, yada. Like,
yeah.
And it got me just really thinking of like, you know what? I should assume that I'm going to see, let's say 8 good movies a year times 2 people times dinner and drinks and figure out whatever that cost is and use it to buy an entertainment center.
Yeah.
And upgrade my TV or upgrade my surround sound or whatever it is. And then just make the decision that the second the thing comes on video on demand, fuck it.
And you got a big ass TV. Like you have like a monster TV.
I used to have a monster. That one's dead, but I am going to replace that one.
But okay.
I used to have
Did that one get
70-inch TV?
Did that one get hit by a car too?
You motherfucker. No, that was
the car coming like, that's a TV. I'm gonna hit it. Yeah. Whack and then run out the door.
Yeah, I left my TV parked in front of my buddy's house and it got fucking tagged too. That's ridiculous fucking shit.
Elbow check. I kind of wonder why. So we live in Maryland. There's a drive-in theater, Benji's. It's I don't know where it is. It's North
Foley's
Maryland.
Quarters, I think, is technically what it is. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and we took Hazel. I forgot what we saw there, but I think it was I don't even remember what it was, but we had to get out of the fucking house. We did the theater thing,
right?
You know, we got the funnel cake and that was an okay time because we got out of the house. We got to eat our own food, all that kind of shit.
The drive-in, I feel like, is a different animal because it's not the standard movie theater situation.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering why more haven't popped up, like
drive-ins.
Yeah, during the last year, because all you need is a lot and a screen.
I assume it's probably between all of the facilities. I imagine the insurance on a place like that has got to be interesting.
Oh, right.
You got to kind of play the game, and like a lot of them shut down for a while. Like Benji's has only really stayed open because they had been doing like weird movie marathons and what have you. Like they're a niche business at this point. They're like the Alamo, where like it is you make a decision to go to Benji's because it's Benji's.
Right. You don't necessarily give a shit about the movie.
It's also, to my understanding, it's prohibitive based on the time of year. Like, I don't think they're doing any screenings right now.
I don't think so. Yeah. They have a seasonal window,
but then it's a seasonal business. And then I ask the question, well, why? And then you go, well, because you don't want everyone sitting with the cars on the whole time trying to stay warm. And I'm like, then
tell them to bring blankets. You can fix this.
Run your vehicles.
Bring blankets.
Doesn't matter if you fucking. What do I care if you end up burning gas?
Yeah.
You run a drive-in, suddenly you're deciding that you're fucking in, like, waving the flag for Earth Day. Like,
yeah, I I like movies. I don't mind watching them at home. I like seeing them in the theater. Like I think something like the Old Guard with Charlize Theron would have done great in theaters.
I disagree.
Hmm.
Because here's my thought process. It doesn't have any sort of brand recognition. It only has Charlize Theron, and you'd have everybody else spending weeks picking the thing apart as the trailer started showing up.
Oh, that's true.
If you've got that one thing, because that was what, a Netflix one?
Yeah, it was a Netflix one.
So if you just have the preview that pops up, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it shows up and you see the preview and you're like, oh shit, this looks fun.
Yeah.
And you put it in the queue to watch. And you do one of two things. You're going to watch it right then and there because you got the free time. You're like, fuck, this looks good.
Yeah.
Or you're going to start getting prepped for this sort of thing. And all you see is what they show you. And you don't need anything more than that. It's rare, if at least for me, if I've seen a Netflix preview and I've ever Googled anything about the movie until after I've actually watched it. Like, Netflix has that kind of instant sort of mentality where you're just like, yeah, I'm in, or no, I'm out.
Yeah. But I think if they decided to do a theatrical run of Old Guard, I would go see it in a heartbeat, even though I've already seen 100%
it. I'd see a sequel.
Yeah, and I wonder if there's a, I don't know, if there's an aftermarket, I guess, because eventually we will get inoculated.
Sure.
Eventually.
Sure.
I wonder if there would be a secondary market of theaters running shit that's already been out. Like if Warner Brothers said, like, all that shit we dropped on HBO, we're gonna run it again in theaters when everyone gets theaters. Like Marvel does the thing. Like,
I assume so. Yeah, because Marvel did the whole thing where they do like the movie marathon days or what have you. So like, I don't think there's any movie theater who says like, hey, there's an Old Guard sequel that comes out and it's a midnight screening, but you can buy tickets for an 8 p.m. screening or whatever it would be. That would be like, it's Old Guard and then it's a 25-minute, pause break in between. And then we end up doing Old Guard 2 or whatever it is, Older Guard and
Oldest Guard.
Yeah. And that's like, that's the next thing. 2 Guard, 2 Furious, by the way. I'm in. I don't give a shit. I'm in. Here,
I'm here for it.
Yeah. You're talking to somebody who while he doesn't enjoy Die Harder, I'm here for it. So
I'm here for it.
Garder, and then if it's Old Guard with a Vengeance, like, we can just keep this going. I'm
Old
good.
Guard Electric Boogaloo.
Live for your Old Guard. Like, we can full fucking Die Hard run.
Old Guard rocks.
Yeah, I'm good with all of this. The Old Guard Christmas special, like, we can do the whole thing.
Yeah, life day with the Old Guard.
If we want to do a thing where like you pay an extra, like, I don't know, $6 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's the early showing thing. I definitely think they can do that for a lot of these movies.
Yeah.
The question really is going to be, does Netflix bother? Because
I don't need to
see them. Right.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Like why?
Like Jingle Jangle. I would see that in the theater in a heartbeat. And that was like a holiday movie that came out. I think it was this year. They dropped it this year. But like, if they did that, if Christmas time comes around and Jingle Jangle is on repeat at a theater somewhere, we're definitely taking Hazel. Cause that shit, that movie rocked.
Kids and Christmas movies, and the new Trolls movie. Cause the Trolls movie was like one of the first ones.
Should go all digital.
Right, that we tested this theory. But if the new Trolls movie comes out back in theaters, like, it's going to, you're going to take your kids to see the Trolls movie.
There. Yeah, I'm there.
Right, because you're like, this is a safe franchise. This makes total sense. It has brand recognition.
Yeah. Totally
go. But, I mean...
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like you were feeling that movies needed to change even before this, like the way that we did movies needed to change. And I hope that when we are all able to go, I hope that there are some changes. I don't know. They're pretty stubborn.
I am perfectly fine with theaters reopening and what have you, but I think the way that we have been doing movies is fucking prohibitive.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It completely takes away any sort of enjoyment of the experience. It fucking bleeds everybody dry, and I am sick and fucking tired of it. Like, I really am. Everything is so goddamn expensive. Going to the movies shouldn't be this expensive. It just shouldn't. It's already prohibitive enough. Can we try and fucking bend the will a little bit? And I know the problem, it's the movie theaters, because we designed these ridiculous fucking megaplexes with these huge fucking vaulted ceilings and yada 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 yada, and it's just like, Jesus Christ. Can we cut it back? Like, I'd love to see what would happen if somebody just opened a movie theater that all they served were the cheap fucking candies that you can get at fucking Target or whatever it is, like like the 99-cent box candies. $3. Everybody's making a profit. $3, right? Popcorn and soda, and that's it. That's it. No more fucking overpriced chicken tenders. No more of this fucking, like, maybe you can do nachos, but only the cheap ones with the pump cheese.
Yeah. Like,
and I don't want this fucking yogurt cup of cheese, by the way. You get the plastic tray, you get the stale nachos, and you get the pump, and that's it. And we just keep refilling the pump. And you can have as much cheese as you can physically put in this tray, and that's it.
I like that. I want to go to there. I want to go to there.
Right. And just let everybody sit down. If you want to do I think the reserved seating's great.
I like that.
Like, I think it's a great idea, but like, let's quit fucking around with that stuff, and let's just make the movie going experience just good and relatively inexpensive. And you could go, hey, why is this place, why is it's $16.50 to go see a movie here, but it's $20 to see a movie here? But you go, yeah, but the sodas are $1, $3, and $5. And the popcorn comes in 2 sizes, $3 and $5. Because if you were able to just kind of go, yeah, it's a little expensive to get a huge soda and a huge popcorn, but it's not cost prohibitive. Fuck it. Like, you totally do it. You wouldn't balk at that.
I'd be all for it.
You got a tub of popcorn for $5 and a hodl of soda, hodl.
like twice this size.
the sort of thing where, like, if you poured a cup of coffee in a boardroom meeting out of that press thing,
yes,
just a hodl of cherry Coke, just pouring it into just a pressure pump.
If you don't get instant type 2 diabetes, they stiffed you.
That's it, right? And you only offer a few things, and that's it. You want water? Bring your own. Bring your own fucking water bottle. I got no problem with that. I'm not selling you Dasani's bullshit. We got the fountain drinks. We got Coke, Pepsi, right? Sprite, Mountain Dew, and
Fanta.
Let's say
you gotta get Fanta
and a root beer, right? And you get those options, or you get the lesser known suicide. We call in one guy whose job it is to run the drinks, and he shouts suicide, and this guy goes, got you, and just blam, 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 and just hits him, just back and forth, just hits him till the thing's full, and then taps it and moves on. Like, I'm convinced of this theory. You get one guy on popcorn, one guy on candy, one guy on sodas, and 2 registers, and that's it. And they're just humming through, no problem. Because if you take away all of the excess shit, everything's faster. Then you don't have to worry about standing in line for so fucking long.
And it's still
cutting down on everything.
And it's still a movie. Like, you're there to enjoy the movie. You don't give a shit about the theater.
Exactly.
Like, you don't give a shit about AMC and their carpet. And
I don't give a fuck about that.
I will say, having said all that, I do appreciate the movie theaters that have the machine where you can have any flavor of Coke that you want. The raspberry Coke. I need my raspberry Coke, Brandon Chalmers.
No.
I need the machine. I need the machine.
Hear me out. You do not need the Space Coke machine, because for every person who enjoys it and knows how to operate it like you do, I get 9 fucking 54-year-old women who don't know how the fuck to use it, and their husbands then trying to coach them through this thing. And these fucks can't figure out the cell phone because they're angry because the button on their iPhone fucking disappeared. And they're going, what happened to the button? Did the button where did the button go? I don't understand what happened to the button.
Mother.
And these button searching motherfuckers are trying to figure out a space Coke machine. And meanwhile, all I want to do is fucking go get a goddamn mellow yellow peach zero. And I know how to operate this thing. Like, that's the rule. Either we have the space Coke machine and we get one shitty teenager who manages everything. He's dismissive. He has no interest in going back. And we charge for refills.
Yes.
You get one shot at this.
Yes.
You get to know what the thing is. And once you get up there, by the way, and here's the rule. We'll have signs everywhere. If you don't know the flavor you want when you get up front, you have to walk to the back of the line. That's a rule.
I'm here for it. We're making jobs.
No, I'm a job creator.
We're creating
right now,
jobs.
Jamie.
We're doing it.
Fucking that one fucking kid in the neighborhood who nobody likes, that's your space Coke guy. And that guy deals with every fucking shithead ass MAGA voter you've ever dealt with who can't fucking figure out how the space Coke machine works at a fucking Five Guys, and you got to stand behind him while he yells at his 9 fucking brood kids because he doesn't understand how birth control works either. And then yells about a fucking sharing a French fry order, and then he spends 14 minutes staring at this thing and then decides on Coke. Fuck that guy. I want him out of my decision-making experience.
Yeah. I like this stripped down theater experience.
Fucking strip it down. I want everyone to have the same sort of tension when they order like you would if you were ordering a cheesesteak at one of the 2 places you never want to eat a cheesesteak from in Philly.
Yeah.
But that pressure that you're going to fuck it up. When you walk up, you're like, a steak with whiz and onions. Yeah. And then you move on. And like that guy is staring at you and you made a decision, whether you wanted it or not, you got it. And that's it. I need that pressure there.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Jamie. That's why I think you eliminate your space Coke machine.
Yeah.
I think suicide drink guy is a much better use.
Yeah.
That guy and then we get one runner. All that guy does, and what you hire, Jamie, are bartenders and barbacks.
Yeah.
Because what you need are people who know how to replenish ice, know how to keep stock moving, and know how to take an order and then tell you to fuck off.
I think you get more people in the theater that way. Like
I 100% think so.
You get more volume. I don't know what movies cost for the theater to get from the studios. Maybe that's why theater's been fucked up forever, but like
whatever, don't care. I can tell you right now, I can solve this problem. One bit of plexiglass, we pull all the carpet out and leave concrete floors fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Put track lighting in. We don't set up all this unnecessary shit because I've been to a Regal, I've been to Lowe's, I've been to all the ridiculous ones.
I can't tell the difference.
They've got 14,000 fucking lights and ridiculously smelly carpeting and everything else like that. And I don't need any fucking of it.
No.
Here's the rule also. When things are done, we send 2 guys in, former landscapers with leaf blowers. They fucking blow everything out. We get a big drain in the floor. We do everything. And then every night we wrap the seats in plastic. We pressure wash the whole place and move the fuck on.
Yeah.
And it's just, and signs everywhere. Don't like sticky floors, go watch it somewhere else. And just, that's it.
Yeah.
You should have seen the movie earlier. Like, you don't want your sneakers to stick. It's not my fault. Yell at everybody else to clean up after themselves. Like, that's got to be a rule. We just do it that way. Just let them fucking tear through the movie theater.
Yeah. I like this because then you're going to see the movie. You're not going to get all this extra bullshit and be pampered. Right. You're going to see the movie.
Well, no, you're going to be pampered because here's the reality though. I'm good with having the fucking recliner chairs and everything else like that. I'm good with all this. The assigned seating, whole 9. Like, I get this. I'm good.
Yeah.
But I can solve this problem for a lot fucking cheaper. Mm-hmm. Like, we can work this the fuck out. Because if I focused on your movie going experience, if I made the seats comfortable, the sound system exquisite, the screen massive and crisp, the food relatively cheap, and the whole experience quick and easy to deal with, why wouldn't you want to go? Because right now, if you go, you got to worry about this, then you got to do the preceding sort of thing, then you wander around, then you're like, do I really want to spend $20 on candy and a soda? And then you're going back and forth, and you're like, I think I kind of want Sour Patch Kids, but like $7.50 is a lot for Sour Patch Kids. And then you're hemming and hawing about it, then you go and sit down, then you go and you're waiting, and then there's like 1,400 previews in the whole lot. By the way, that's something else. 2 previews. That's it. 2.
Yeah.
2. And I'm telling you right now, this is a non-refundable rule. If you are not there by the time that second preview is done, we lock the fucking doors. That is a rule. We put one staff member, a former school security guard, like a hall monitor, just wanders back and forth. You got your ticket, no re-entry. And here's an option. Instead of tickets, stamps. We rotate the stamps around. You don't forget your ticket. Cool. You need to go take a piss. Fine. You leave. That hall monitor sees you walking through the hallway. You hold that stamp up. That looks like a grape. You're good. Like you can walk back in and see the new Fast and Furious because you got grape on that hand. I see a cherry. I'm throwing you the fuck out. That was the 705 showing. Fuck off. Fuck off. Simple solutions. I'm going to save money on tickets too. No more fucking tickets. No more tickets. Stamps. Stamps on your hand. It's good enough for a nightclub. It's good enough for a movie theater.
Yep.
Quit fucking around.
I like it. Strip it down. Get people in.
Strip it down. Yeah, everybody's got a fucking cell phone.
Yeah.
You get digital tickets or you get a stamp. That's your choice.
Yep.
Fuck it. I'm saving paper. That's it.
Yep. Get them in. Feed them nachos. And popcorn.
Nobody keeps a fucking movie ticket anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody keeps a movie ticket anymore. You know who's keeping movie tickets? Sad sacks who want to remember their first date with somebody who definitely doesn't want to remember the date with them. And fucking people who want to make shadow boxes. And I don't want to help them. That's a general rule.
But also ticket design lately is boring as fuck. So you don't want that
terrible.
Shit. You don't want that shit.
It's not
you don't
a
want that
concert
shit.
Ticket.
Yeah.
Like here's the reality. Save your fucking Ticketmaster stuff for John Mayer and leave me the fuck alone. You watched a new fucking Star Wars movie. It is not something you need to be making a shadow box about.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. I like it. I would go in a heartbeat.
Yep. You want a shadow box of that Star Wars ticket, you cut your fucking hand off. You put that monkey's paw in there. That's on you.
I mean, I'm still probably going to end up going to theaters when I get the shot.
Again, Star Wars, and that's about the only threshold that I figured out. Maybe another Guardians movie.
Yeah.
For right now, fuck it.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm done. Let's
All
go
right.
to bed.
Let's do it. Brandon, where can people find you?
Fuck it. Sure. Why not? Why don't you find me on Instagram at that guy Chalmers, and feel free to shoot us an email over if you've got a fucking problem with whatever the hell we're getting into. Jamie, what's that email address for the podcast?
info@fuckingdoitcast.com.
Goddamn right. Jamie Noguchi, where can they find you?
Here, there, and everywhere. And Jamie Noguchi on Instagram. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm places. You can find me.
Yep.
All right, bye.
Bye. Bye.